Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One of them all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw on second is Watson. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mariota now from the 50. On the move to his left. Uncorks one. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
One. Three.
From the gun, Mariota dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now out comes Houston. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And a tight and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
One.
2nd down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
1, 3, 3, 3. Left, 218. 3, 3, 3.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And I think the ball's out. And that might be Titan football. It is. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
First down, Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Play.
Now it's the backup, Tannehill. And his first throw here is incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
1. 3, 3.
Third and long here for Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Going deep for Walker. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Foreman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, back 22!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, back 22! Back 22!
They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1, 1, 1. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3.
From the gun, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Mariota. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. He's going to let it fly. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.